Hi guys, we're about to go to sleep, but first, story time with Scarlett and Hey, let's shout.
And Mama!
Let's not shout, guys.
And before we get started, click on the subscribe button and turn on notifications and make the big thumbs up!
Okay, no shouting. So what is our story for today? Our story is all about Samson.
Samson?
Yes. Wait. Okay, let's start. So, the title of our story is Samson. Yes, I'm reading. Samson the Super Strong.
Who's Samson? Who's the one
There, that's Samsung. Samsung, no, Samson. Okay. So when Gideon died, God sent a new judge and leader to Israel. His name was Samson. Yes. God told Samson that he must never cut his hair. Just like Jacob. Diba? Papa said, you're not supposed to cut your hair.
That delay cutting hair, so it's long hair, so it's also amazing. Yeah, show them your hair, Jacob.
Whoa.
Show them their mane.
Very long.
Actually, I also do like that. I actually also do like this to hide my bangs. Can I do that?
Yeah, you cut your bangs man before, remember?
Hey, that's actually not your real bang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so let's continue. Can we continue the story? Let's see what happened. So God told Samson that he must never cut his hair. God said, if you do not cut your hair, I will make you stronger than any other man living on earth.
Then it's stronger than giant? No.
We'll see.
Stronger than a big monster lion head with dragon wings and dragon fire breath with sharp claws.
That's what we're gonna find out. That's why we're reading the story.
This is actually so heavy, but it's not so heavy. She cannot even feel any heavy.
Yeah, because I guess he really became super strong.
No, it's because he's putting it in the ground.
But he's still carrying some of the weight from this side, diba?
Yeah, but he's putting it in the ground.
Yeah. So let's continue.
That's why there's lines here, because we don't know why he's getting it. Huh? That's our door, not his. Okay, now start reading.
Okay. So
I think he was using it to make this.
okay, let's continue. Samson obeyed God and did not cut his hair. Therefore, he had very long hair and a big flowing beard. Where's his beard? They're very long also, no?
Mama, yes, the size of this is how that's longer than my hair. Mama, this is how I want my hair to be. I want to have a beard. I'm like cool. I want your hair.
You think having beards is cool?
Yeah, and when I go outside, because I'm gonna hoover my. Because I'm gonna exercise all the time in the house, and then when I go outside, because I just take off my t-shirt. And then I know the way. I'm gonna do like this, like this. This is how.
Why would you want to take your...
I'll show his abs.
You have abs, di ay?
No, when I grow up, and Mama, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna have a marag coat that Mama button up, and then so when I go out, cause I'm gonna unbutton it, but delay take off and then
Like Superman? Like Superman, Cobb?
Yeah.
Or Spider-Man? Oh, okay, so ganun na.
Or Hulk. I want to make myself all green.
Okay, so
Okay.
can we continue?
Yeah.
Cobb, come on. Dali na.
Hulk smash. Cha cha.
So as a young man, Samson already proved that he was super strong. Once, he fought a big, strong lion that attacked him. But Samson was so strong that he easily killed the lion with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Israel had many conflicts with its
I
neighbors.
think I know how you kill. So you just want to grab the lion and then throw it to outer space.
Outer space?
Yeah.
Okay. So, where were we? Oh, there. Israel had many conflicts with its neighbors, especially the Philistines, who caused them many problems. Wait.
I'll hold it for you. I'll hold it for you.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Cobb.
I'll hold it for you so you can see it.
Wait!
Stinky feet. Stinky feet. Stinky feet. Oh, I can see stinky feet. I can see stinky feet. Mommy, stinky feet.
Sige na.
Mommy, stinky feet.
Who has stinky feet? Samson? Si Samson?
Yeah. What is that feet? Look at so big. Kind of feet. A stinky feet.
So big, no?
Yeah.
Oh, sige na.
Others are teeny tiny.
Yeah, but it's just because it's cool. It's drawing only.
It's supposed to be like this, Karaka. You can't see
Yeah.
like this. Like this.
Ayaw.
Oh, his feet. Look, he's in the head.
Boink.
Stinky feet, stinky feet.
Ew. Ayaw. Sige na. Let's continue. What happened next? One night, Jacob, listen what happened next. One night, Samson was staying in a city called Gaza. The city was surrounded by a tall, thick wall, and it had very big gates for protection.
I think this was the
Yeah, that's the gate. And then what happened next? When the Philistines found out that Samson was in the city, they wanted to catch him. So they locked the big gates, trying to keep Samson trapped inside the city walls. But Samson easily tore the gates off the wall, put them on his back, and carried them away from the city. The Philistines were shocked to see how strong Samson was. Very strong guy, you know?
We're gonna become about this.
And then there was Samson and Delilah. Do you know who Delilah is?
I think now I like Delilah. Mama, now I think that she used the gadong mga coins to make this.
This one. What is that?
A slingshot,
A
maybe.
slingshot? Isn't that too big for a slingshot?
Hey, you know the Fixies had a slingshot that one of it was inside. Nolik was inside. Nolik is the youngest, and then fire was gonna catapult him to outer space.
Oh,
Without so dangerous. With a helmet that just lines from a breeze.
what does catapult mean?
And maybe the cat up. I mean, the pull part is like pull and then pull.
Like a slingshot?
A big spoon.
Like with a slingshot?
What is?
Well, we'll see what's that in the story. So a beautiful woman named Delilah lived in Gaza, and Samson was very much in love with her. The Philistines threatened Delilah to try and get her to find out why Samson was so strong and tell them his secret. Delilah was afraid of their threats and begged Samson to tell her his secret. The first couple of times she asked, Samson did not tell her the truth. But the third time, Delilah was crying, and she asked Samson to tell her the truth. Samson then said, If my hair is cut off, I will lose my strength and become as weak as any man." When Delilah saw that he had told her everything, she sent word to the rulers of the Philistines, "Come back once more. He has told me everything." So while he was sleeping, Delilah had Samson's hair cut off. Immediately, Samson's strength left him. Now the Philistines could easily catch Samson and tie him up and throw him in prison. They were afraid he would escape from their prison, so they blinded him by tearing out his eyes. In the prison, Samson was forced to push a big heavy stone to grind grain. But the hair on his head began to grow again after it had been shaved. Uy, kaya si Samson, no? Next, Samson in Dagon's temple. One day, the Philistines held a big party in their temple to celebrate their god, Dagon. So Dagon is the god of the Philistines. They had a different god. So during the party, they had the evil idea to make fun of Samson. So they brought him up from the prison. They shouted, "Bring out Samson to entertain us." Over 3,000 people were gathered, and as they got more and more drunk, they also became more and more evil. People were laughing and spitting at blind Samson, who was chained between the pillars of the building with a hand on each one. Everybody went on partying, but they had forgotten that much of Samson's hair...
The real God.
No, oy, that's just an ordinary man watching. But listen what happened. This is the exciting part. Everybody went on partying, but they had forgotten that much of Samson's hair had grown back in the prison. Samson prayed to God one last time in his life on earth and said, "God, please give me back my powers just this one more time." And God made him strong again. Samson pushed as hard as he could, and the big pillars began to break, and the roof came crashing down on everyone. Down came the temple on the rulers and all the people in it. Thus, Samson killed many more when he died than while he lived. He had led Israel for 20 years. The end. So, what do you think of Samson?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you think about Samson, Jacob?
I think that he's fat already. I think that he's fat.
He's fat? Why?
Yeah.
How about you, Ate? What did you learn from the story, though? Did you learn anything from the story?
I know that you use evil for good, not evil for bad.
Evil for good? What do you mean?
Like Raven. He used evil for bad ones.
Can we use evil for good?
Yeah. Raven, he used evil for...
How was evil used for good in the story of Samson?
No, it's just the same book.
How is it the same?
Because it's just the same. You're supposed to use strength and evil for good.
You mean use your strength for good, not for evil. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
So, it was God's gift to him, diba? His strength.
He thought that he would use it for good.
Yeah, his strength was a gift from God. And so, he was supposed to use it for good, not for evil, right?
Yeah, God's bring the 2 letters for it. If you don't cut your hair, because I will give you some strength, but only use it for good.
Yes, exactly.